Assalamu alaikum. When it comes to comparing objects in Python, it is important to know the difference between the is and the double equal operators. These operators may seem similar at first glance, but they actually serve different purposes and can give you different results when used on two objects. Here is an example to illustrate the differences. We define two lists of numbers A and B and assign one of the list to another list called C. If we check using the double equal sign, right, the double equal operator, so A double equal B, the statement results in true because the elements of A and B are equal. So the first element of A is and B are same. Second elements are the same, and third elements as well. The second operator is checking whether A and is B. So that's basically looking if they are the same object or not. So this will result in false because they are not the same object, right? The third statement checks whether A is C. So if A and C are the same operator, this is true because A and C are the same object, right? So we are assigning the value and address of A to C, right? So basically they are referring to the same physical address. That's why the last statement is true. So based on this discussion, you can see from the example above that the double equal operator checks for the value equality, while the is operator checks for object identity. This means that the double equal operator will return true if the value of two objects are equal, while the is operator will return true if the two objects are the same object in memory. Let's look at another example to clarify the concepts further. So in this example, we are using the id function that is used to print the memory address of an object. As you can see, the objects A and B have different memory addresses. So that's the memory address of object A. Here we have the memory address of object B, and we have memory address of object C. If you notice, object A and C, they have exactly the same memory address, which means they are pointing to the same object. This is why the is operator returns true for A and C but false for A and B. To summarize, the double equal operator checks for the value equality, whereas the is operator checks for object identity. So when you want to compare two objects in Python, you should use the double equal operator if you want to check for the value equality, and the is operator if you want to check for the object identity. It's also important to note that the is operator is faster than the double equal operator, since it doesn't have to compare the values of the two objects. So if you are working with large data sets and performance is a concern, you may want to use the is operator instead of double equal operator. Overall, the choice between is and double equal operators comes down to what you're trying to accomplish in your code. So if you want to compare the values of two objects, use the double equal operator. If you want to check if the two objects are the same object in memory, use the is operator. I hope you found this video helpful. Please let me know if you want me to cover any other topics. Happy coding.